In today's video, we're going to talk about the alleged new plot leak details for Deadpool 3 4 months into a writer's strike. And if this is true, I think there's a little bit of validity to it. It discredits every other leak we've heard about Deadpool 3. All these crazy cameos were all made up if this one alleged leak is real. And the reason why I didn't jump on it when the news broke yesterday is I actually like to look into it to see, is it real? Is there any validity into it? I don't just jump on a video going, breaking news, Deadpool 3 sets up Battle World, skips Avengers 5, Kang's Dynasty, and we're going to go straight from Deadpool 3 straight to Secret Wars, even though Secret Wars is probably not coming to 2028 now, so there's at least going to be 2 to 4 year time jump in the real world before we get there. But I still think there could be a little bit of validity to the information because it's not coming from the usual suspects that make up everything for Twitter ad revenue. So, yo, what is freaking good, YouTube? Warstu here. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the pop culture content we do. We've even done an Ahsoka video recently. I'm trying to cover a lot wider spectrum when it comes to pop culture stuff. So make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, pop culture based content that I try to cover on a daily basis. If you could, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know. Do you believe the validity that we're going to go straight from Deadpool 3 straight to Secret Wars without Doctor Strange 3, without all the other movies that I got coming in between? Because this does sound very far-fetched, and I love to question the actual information rather than just running with it going, take it with a pinch of salt, lads, because it might be true, it might not be true. Like I said, if this info is true, everything we've heard about this movie so far is not true. So check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice at Warstu. I do interact with people over there. It's much, much easier to talk to me over there. Also check us out on x.com, aka Twitter, and it's much easier to interact with me over there. So the source of this information originated from Daniel RPK, who has one of the best track records, a very, very close to 100% track record when it comes to trailer release dates and information regarding trailers and promotional marketing materials starting. Not so much close to 100% when it comes to information, but he did tease Battle World a few days ago on his Twitter account. And Daniel RPK is one of the few people who I believe is a real insider and doesn't just post stuff for ad revenue on Twitter. So the information is actually coming from somebody called Casey Walsh, the Cosmic Kid. I believe this person does have some validity. I believe this person is a credible source, not quite on Viewer Non or Daniel RPK's level, but Daniel RPK did tease Battleworld. But the whole context of this story doesn't make much sense, but we'll freaking get to that soon. So Deadpool 3 is a lead up to Secret Wars. Captain Obvious, because every movie's technically got to be leading there. You know, we had the incursion starting or being spoken about during Multiverse of Madness. We had the ending scene, come with me, the incursions are starting, or something like that at the end of Doctor Strange 2. Also, we know, careful spoilers, I don't want to ruin your life, but if you watch a channel like me, you already know Captain Marvel 2, the Marvels is going to end with a massive incursion. So it reads like this: Deadpool 3 leads to Secret Wars, realities are collapsing, and this is a bit that makes absolutely no sense to anyone that has an actual logical thinking brain and actually thinks for herself. Realities are collapsing, cool. We've heard from the Doctor Strange 3 plot leaks, courtesy of Alex Perez at the Cosmic Circus, that the main narrative at times running out in Doctor Strange 3. The multiverse is going to be dying because universes colliding into each other. Also because of what Kang's trying to do, trying to manipulate time. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't make sense, but you've got to start thinking for your self. So many times I see posts on Twitter that make absolutely no sense. People are like, oh my God, Tom Holland is going to lead Kang Dynasty. Is he? Heck, he could do, I don't know. It's almost like some people just throw stuff on Twitter because they want to make money. Make a YouTube channel if you want to do that. It'd be more interesting and it would actually take more than 10 seconds to write a freaking tweet. Realities are collapsing. The TVA is picking heroes from these dying worlds to put them in one universe. New Earth stroke Battle World. Wolverine is chosen from the Fox universe and finds and imprisoned Deadpool. And they start their adventure. So the premise of this is essentially they're going to try and save the Fox universe. Okay, now you've probably seen over the last couple of weeks or so, everyone on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter making out they've read all the comics and go, yeah, Battle World was great. It was a great storyline, but we can't just jump to Battle World. Battleworld, the planet that had the powerful Beyonder created from parts of other planet. Its original purpose was to host a battle of good versus evil with various superheroes and supervillains representing each side. I've seen a lot of people break this down on TikTok. I've seen a lot of big creators break it down wrong, break it down wrong. Yes, Doctor Doom did steal Beyonder's powers, but the Beyonder was behind everything. So let me get this straight. It looks like they're going to do Battleworld. There's no Doctor Doom being introduced yet, but if they're teasing that Battleworld from Deadpool 3, does this mean Doctor Doom's going to be there? We're going to need some variants of the Illuminati. But then if you go back and look at what happened in Infinity War and Endgame, they changed so much stuff. We didn't even have Adam Warlock. So what you think Secret Wars is going to be in the MCU is going to be nothing like the comic book version. But that's a good thing, because I hate it when these comic book people come out and go, yeah, I know everything. I'm an expert because I've read a comic and I know everything. Really? See, the issue I have here with this whole storyline is, and we'll go over whether I think it's true, is, so we've got all this surface level, grounded level stuff coming, like Daredevil, Captain America 4. Technically, it should be Captain America 1 because it's a new Captain America who hasn't even been accepted yet as Captain America. Thunderbolts, Spider-Man movie at some point. They're all grounded level kind of movies. So Deadpool 3 is going to have to obviously take place in its own timeline in the future. And then Captain America 4, the Thunderbolts, Daredevil, Spider-Man will all have to be self-contained in its own storyline. But I can exclusively say I've heard the post-credit scene for the ending of Loki season 2, and trust me, I've said this first. No one else has said this before me. The post-credit scene for Loki season 2 is Deadpool getting taken in by the TVA, by Mobius, Owen Wilson's character, and that is going to tease Deadpool 3, because we know Owen Wilson was in London when they were filming Deadpool 3, and that is going to set it all up, and it's going to Warstu bleep that word out. That is the post-credit scene. So I find all this interesting because as soon as this broke on the internet last night, I say broke, it's not a freaking world disaster. Please stop saying breaking in your YouTube titles and breaking on TikTok and stuff. It makes literal, as in literacy, sense. So if we go to the original leaks, and this is where it doesn't make any sense to me. Deadpool is arrested for the Times crimes by using Cable's time device. Yo, that's the post-credit scene for Loki season 2. Okay, so we had this like storyline where there's going to be a universe where Magneto was going to be, you know, the Don, the top G, the Adonis, and he would have defeated a variation of the Avengers on said planet. So it's almost to me like if you go back over and read all the plot leaks, there's no end of them on Reddit, on 4chan. Remember, all these Twitter influencers, these Twitter scoopers get all their info from 4chan, except for people like Viewer Anon, RPK, and maybe the Cosmic Kid. I do believe he has his own sources, but a lot of them get their information from there. So there will be various villains in this movie. If you like, Cassandra Nova, who wasn't actually Professor X's evil twin, although a lot of people keep saying that. It's kind of close to that, but not really that. But then at the same time, Wanda's not going to be in this movie, but Wanda was allegedly going to be a huge part of this movie. Now, one thing you've got to give me is I do actually question the leaks. I don't just run with it. Oh, breaking news, plot leak for Deadpool 3. I actually break it down, give my opinion, whether I say it's nonsense or not. I think there is some validity to Battleworld being a part, being a location of Deadpool 3. But is the TVA going to be the ones making the teams for Battleworld? Because there can only be one place. Because all the universes are going to crash into each other because of what Kang's doing. And we know Victor Timely is going to feature heavily in Loki season 2. Apparently, he's going to be in 50% of the whole season. And that is why they could not cut him out of the movie, irrespective of what his court case is going on. It's been delayed again. Yeah, I'm not going to be one of these people to make a 10-minute video on, yo, Jonathan Major's court case has been delayed again. It's going to keep getting delayed, lads. I mean, I don't need to break that down. It's not really relevant unless he gets fired, let's be honest. So we don't cover real life drama. I'm not one of these channels that will report nonsense for the sake of content. I only make a video when I actually want to make a video. And that is why your boy Warstu is very different. You notice I've not covered much Marvel stuff recently because there hasn't been much real Marvel stuff recently. So we know there's some kind of Disney event coming up soon. Everyone's expecting a huge ass teaser for Deadpool 3. I think you're heavily going to be disappointed. I don't think there's going to be much there at all, really. I do believe the theory that Wolverine will stick around post Deadpool 3. But if they're doing Battle World and all this stuff, all this Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, all this stuff about them appearing in Deadpool 3, that is all fake news. Now, you've probably seen a lot of people on X.com going, yeah, this is all true. There's loads of information about Kang's Dynasty and Secret Wars going around. Literally, this is 3 lines. Deadpool 3 leads into Secret Wars, which, like I said, there could be some validity to it, but they're going to have to change a hell of a lot of stuff because Doctor Doom, yeah, maybe he's going to be the dude out of Oppenheimer, but he should be Cillian Murphy, in my opinion. But I don't want it to be like the comic book version because it needs to be different. I don't want these comic book nerds, yes, I said that, to think they have special treatment because they read the comics. Comics are dying out. I get it. And it's interesting because obviously this is a multiverse storyline and the whole comic book niche when it comes to movies. Comic movies are dead because people don't care for comic book movies anymore. They don't care for multiverse shiz. Why do you think the Flash movie did so bad? Because it's a multiversal storyline. But this also means if Deadpool 3 is going to tie straight into Secret Wars, they're going to have to either delay this movie or make it clear that it's set in a different timeline, realistically. So let me know, what do you think about this? Is it real? I've given you pretty much a convincing story that I think it could be real. I don't think it's going to directly set it up. I think potentially indirectly because there's still so much havoc that has to be caused. Remember, your boy Warstu said that Deadpool will be getting picked up at the end of Loki Season 2 and will be in prison to set up. This will set up Deadpool 3, and this was an exclusive from the Warstu YouTube channel. Please don't take me serious. I may put it in title, so if I do put it in title, take me serious. So likewise, guys, let me know, what do you think about this? I am hyped for Secret Wars, but come on. We've not even had Deadpool 3 yet. We've not even had Doctor Strange 3. We've not even had Kang's Dynasty. Why are people talking about Secret Wars before Kang's Dynasty? Kang's Dynasty, I can exclusively confirm to you, lads and ladettes, Kang's Dynasty will lead into Avengers Secret Wars. Run with that, tweet it, x.com it, and say your boy Warstu said an exclusive. Kang's Dynasty leads into Secret Wars. And yes, Secret Wars will be part 1 and part 2 from everything that is being said on the internet, on 4chan, on Reddit. And like I say, most of these Twitter folk who love the Twitter ad revenue get all their information from 4chan and Reddit and try to make out it's their own information. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. Check us out on Twitter. Let's do G, and I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.